Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to That's on Florida, your weekly dose of sunshine and insanity. I'm Mike Hurley, joined in studio with our producer, Erick Rivera, and as always, Mr. OMG, it's Wicks. Gentlemen, good to see you. How you been?
Hello.
Having a good time, Mike. I will have to say today felt pretty good. The weather's been pretty good. I mean, we've been in the 80s, so I can deal with some 80s and let no humidity. It's been great.
I like how you say today's been pretty good, the weather's been okay, and you skipped right past the part where we had an earthquake.
To shake things up a little bit, I think Florida
Literally.
just keep it interesting. Like I keep telling people, I feel like Florida is just doing anything right now just to see how much we can take. I think that's what's going on because, we got an earthquake, y'all.
It happened this afternoon. It was a magnitude 6.1 earthquake. It struck just off the coast of Cuba, but it sent shockwaves all the way up the Florida peninsula. People from Miami to Tampa, even in Jacksonville, reporting vibrating windows and shaking coffee mugs. Here's my problem. I live 3 miles from the Orlando airport, and I live less than 2 blocks from a railroad track. So I didn't even know we had an earthquake, man. I'm not even joking. Like, I don't even remember it because my brain has just shut out whenever my windows rattle or whatever. I just figure it's like, okay, they changed the plane path over my house today. That's fine. It happens. Or I just figure it's like the 5 p.m. express coming through. So I literally I don't even remember sensing it. I think I've just been so desensitized by all the rumbling. Where were you when the earthquake hit? Did you feel it or did you read about it?
I was driving, so when it happened, I was like, did that, because it's not something that you expect in Florida. Like, we've had a lot of things, but an earthquake, I'm like, that couldn't have been what that was. Maybe something wrong with me. That's what I started thinking, like, maybe I need to go get checked out. Something ain't right. Why am I shaking? But then, once I stopped and I realized I got online and I was like, oh, that was an earthquake. I had never been through that before, so I don't know what that's like. And now that I know what it's like, I don't want to deal with that again. So no more earthquakes.
Well, last time, apparently, I just looked it up. You guys had an earthquake was actually a couple of years ago, in February of 2024. And Mike, it was in the Treasure Coast. It was a 4.0 magnitude earthquake that hit off the east coast of Florida.
Once again, didn't feel it, wouldn't have noticed it, would have just assumed it was
either
the EDC concert 2 miles away at Camping World Stadium, or the planes coming in late, or this railroad over here with that. Like, I don't live in a good neighborhood, is what I'm basically getting down to.
It's a lot going on.
I live in a better neighborhood. So if you're listening to this podcast, follow, like, subscribe. I need to move up. I need to be like
Windermere's calling.
I need to get up to the east side. I need to be able to walk out, grab my paper, and wave to Tiger Woods and be like, "Morning, Tiger. You're not driving today, are you? All right, cool.
You're on the road or you're off the road. What are we doing?" What's in your coffee?
The fact that we've had all these Florida man stories, like Florida this, Florida that, and California's like, yeah, well, you guys don't get earthquakes, and Florida's like, oh, bet. Like, you think we can't do earthquake? We can do. We didn't even think about earthquake because it wasn't even on our list with all our hurricanes and other stuff we do. But we can do a little ground shaking. We had a ride at Universal called Earthquake. We got rid of it because it bored us. All right. I waited online 2 hours to shake. This is ridiculous.
I think we did that with the snow too. Because remember, before we didn't get snow, and then all of a sudden it was like, you know what? Florida was like, oh, it don't snow in Florida, and Florida was like, you know what? More snow than everywhere else. Like, I think we got 10 inches. It was a lot of snow for us. It was crazy.
And Ken Miller was working today, and he works in an office building in downtown Orlando. And I saw him post about the earthquake, and I just love the thought of Ken Miller at his desk typing away, and then also his little Funko Pop Kobe Bryant bobblehead starts shaking a little bit, and it's like Jurassic Park. He's just like, what? And then all of a sudden, just side to side for like 15, 30 seconds, and then Ken seems to me like he's always got the cool, smooth vibe going on. But if the plane gets a little too much turbulence, where the 15th floor of his office building starts shaking, he goes right into full-on God praying mode. Like, I'm sorry about all those nights and those drinks and those women.
If you get me out of this, you got to make a deal. You got to make a deal.
Yeah.
You get me out of this, I promise I won't do this, and this again.
And then when it stops, it's like, woo! Glad that ended. Hey, God, what we were talking about, it took care of itself. Don't you worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That doesn't count.
Save it for the next time.
I didn't see no angels come down and hold this building straight.
Oh man, that's hilarious. But yes, that down. We got an earthquake, y'all. We don't want that. We don't want that again.
So I know we didn't have any shows over the weekend, but you did have a special appearance. Were you out near the Villages? Where was it? Where'd you head out to?
Near the Villages. I was in the Villages. Okay, so I gotta talk to you, Mike. I gotta talk to both of y'all because I learned something yesterday. So I was the host for the Florida High School Athletic Association. They had the award show called the Flashies. They're like the high school ESPYs. They're trying to start it in Florida. This was actually the first one, and they invited me to be the host.
Let me stop you right there. I don't think the Flashies is a great name for junior athletics. I think if you were out in Vegas and it was adult film convention, the Flashies
that's what it is,
sounds
right?
like awards show you want to be part of. I
think every word means something.
The marketing team over there, just a little bit of rebranding. But so this was high school athletes, and it's called the Flashies.
Yes, yeah. So like the coaches, the athletes, the trainers, the officials got awards. And I'm like, they deal with a lot. Like I done seen some officials have to run out of games after they're over in high school because it gets.
Can I ask who helped them up on stage? Because I know they can't see the stairs that well.
Nah. I mean, he was pretty quick, Mike. He was quick on his feet, and I'm thinking in Florida you got to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you make the wrong call in one of these games. You know, Florida takes their high school sports serious, so he was quick on his feet.
Sports mom and dads. I was not a very athletic child, but both my brothers played competitive baseball. And my parents were baseball parents. And I remember my childhood. I remember a couple of almost fights in the parking lots of a peewee game. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They take it serious, man. They take it serious.
Wait, but Mike, didn't you used to play hockey?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but it was roller hockey.
There was no ice.
I was just trying to prop you up. You're sporty, you're athletic. I mean,
here's the thing. The one thing I was good at was hockey, and as soon as I got good at it, my parents are like, "Well, let's move from Connecticut to Florida in the early '90s."
Oh,
to the hottest place ever, right?
Yep. They're like, "We have one ice rink." It's in West Palm Beach. And that was the other problem with being down here. If you wanted to get into ice hockey at the time, everything was so much more expensive because up north, obviously, there's more rinks. Everybody has a little community. High schools have teams. Down here. It was just like, nope, we have one ice rink and this is what we charge. And my parents weren't going to pay that for ice hockey. So no,
I'm with you.
It's all right. Because if I had been successful at something else, I wouldn't be sitting in my living room, right by the airport and the train tracks, sitting on my laptop, just doing a podcast that I know 63 people are going to listen to this week.
No, we're aiming for the 100, Mike. We're aiming for the
We're breaking 100 this week.
We're breaking 100.
Yeah. That's why I love when I go to YouTube and I look at our podcast numbers. Like, okay, the first episode, 400, and this is just YouTube. Not, the streaming sites and everything else, but YouTube. First episode, 436. Great. Next episode, 115. Man, did 315 of you really hate me that much? And then the next week, back up to like 200. Then Ken Miller's episode, like, okay, 350. And then the next week, like 80 views. And I'm like, okay, tell me you like Ken Miller and not me without telling me you like Ken Miller and not me. And then 70. 150. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are doing. All I ask is if you're gonna go to bed tonight, just play the podcast. You don't have to listen. We just click, man. Just
give
click.
us the view. Just give us the listen. That's all we need. Just give us the listen.
So back to the Flashies. How long ago did they ask you to do this?
It was actually a few months ago. But what I learned, the Villages has a high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine me driving to this high school and the auditorium, and I'm looking at the name, and I'm like, I remember this name, the Tracy. Okay. And I get there, and they have a high school. It's the Villages High School. Their mascot is the Buffaloes. So if that wasn't shocking enough, I found out that the Villages has 2 high schools. Now I'm in shock. because I thought it was a
we thought it was a
community,
retirement community, right?
and they have high schools. I got questions.
Well, okay, and I got some answers for you. Number one, the Villages is well known as a retirement community. Number two, for quite a few years, it ranked number one in Playboy magazine's most likely places to have relationships. Now you put those two together, and you realize
high school.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Miracles happen.
Relationships.
Miracles.
Did geriatric come
miracles?
into the terminology?
Eric, I'm just saying, when you got the kind of money to live in the Villages and you have the active life of someone in the Villages, then you're operating at a different medical level. And that's yes. And now with all these, things they can do where they can help you get pregnant and stuff, like the technology is there.
The 63-year-olds are having babies in the Villages. Like
because I think a lot of them were having babies just so they could have their own stem cells stored somewhere in case they needed extra organs or parts. And then we kiboshed the laws on doing that. And they're like, well, I guess I'm going to have to raise this kid now. So I'm not going to drive them out of the Villages to Bellevue every day to send them to school. We need to build a high school right here. And then, of course, you can't have one high school playing like a non-Villages high school because, you got the money for athletic team. You want a second high school with the same kind of money so you can actually have a good competition.
Now, you have to see their elementary school.
Logic.
It's the biggest school that I've seen. Like, this elementary school is next level. It looked like it's way nicer than the high school that I went to. But there's a lot of places nicer than the high school that I went to. Walmart is nicer than the high school.
I feel most of my high school career was spent in portables. Like there was the main high school, but somehow all my classes were the ones you had to walk out into the rain to get to. Right. Most of the schools I went to in like elementary school had the cafetorium or auditoria. It's like the whole week, this is where the tables were, but there was a stage over there. And I actually at Florest Elementary School, we all got called into the cafetorium one day because some people had complained they found hair in their food. Some kids were saying, we're finding all these little hairs in our food, right? So the head lunch lady came out and she had, I'll never forget this, she had a black piece of construction paper and on it she had taped something that looked like a white hair. And she said, a lot of people are saying this is hair in your food. It's not. This is actually from the packaging, from the fruits and vegetables. It's a little piece of plastic. And I remember going, oh, okay, thank goodness it's not hair. And it took me until like a year ago to realize this woman still walked out, held up, no, it's a shard piece of plastic. And we're like, oh, okay, that's acceptable. And we walked away. And you know what? More importantly, millennials, we survived. We're all here. Like, yeah, we take 15 different pills a day, but we're here.
Like I'm a millennial.
Oh,
I'm a millennial.
I'm sorry. I'll speak slower. We are here.
But I'm at the beginning, though. I'm at like the beginning of millennial. Like I barely made it through the door. So
yeah, I don't even know what generation I am.
You're a Gen Xer.
No, that's what they said. But then they're like, oh, you're on the cusp because
both of
they
us
came out with this new other one. And I'm like,
okay, yeah.
Because when they show you the age range of Gen X, what is that actually, Eric? Gen X, what's the age range? You look at the beginning and you look at the end and you're like, think about that. You have nothing in common with that person.
Gen X,
it's like
I know
a
it ends
30-year difference.
Yeah, I know it ends at like 1980.
Yeah.
And then that's when the next generation comes.
I really feel the definitive part with my generation is we didn't grow up with internet and technology as our daily usage. That all hit the second we left high school. So it's like we learned all the analog stuff and then got shoved into a digital world. Yeah. And like even my kids now, it amazes me what they do with like my youngest, my 12-year-old, he's coding right now. He's making better video games on his laptop than what I was playing when I was in like 7th and 8th grade. And he does it without even thinking about it. I'm just like, how do you do that? He's like, oh, you just... I'm amazed by that. But I also realize he's surrounded by this stuff. This is just his daily life. And with me, you know how long it takes me to log in to do this podcast some nights. I'm like,
I'm late. Listen, I'm late every week. I got to come in and apologize. I'm cooking up stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't go there. How did that get there? Right. And I come on and be like, my bad, y'all. And I got to make up an excuse when really I'm trying to figure out how to hook all this up.
I'm still using my iPhone as my camera, but Erick says I should be able to do it wirelessly, but I have a cord running right into my laptop. That's the only, I'm sure it's just one setting on my phone somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
But I've asked Google Gemini, and it's like, no, idiot, it should work. I'm like, well, it's not working. Come over here and do it.
It is. Gen X is from 1965 to 1980. So,
and that's the thing. I'm 76. So when I think of someone from 1965 and me like hanging out, I'm like, no, man. I mean, what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about how much I like Transformers. You're going to be talking about how you tried to get across all the way to Oregon without anyone dying from dysentery, and like grandma and all the having
like
enough
game,
buffalo
bro.
and bison.
The Oregon Trail. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about the Oregon Trail.
I love that game. I love that game.
That was my only computer experience. So when I got out of high school and they're like, what's your computer experience? I'm like, came in third, Oregon Trail, 4th grade, Flores Elementary School.
It was Carmen San Diego for me.
If you need to survive, going across the Oregon Trail, I got you.
So
dysentery.
When you did the Flashy Awards, though, were you the one handing them out, or were you up there? Did you give some kind of speech, or what were you there to do?
So I was basically just there to MC. I came out, I did the introduction, and then they did a couple awards, and then I'll come out and get the crowd back in it. And then they'll give out more awards, and then I'll come out and basically tell a few jokes, and then just kind of entertaining them between awards. And then I came out and did the closing, and then I took some pictures after that. It was great. Mainly just talking about how I used to be a Florida athlete. They laughed, and I felt disrespected because I was a pretty good Florida athlete, and I know they're looking at the physique now, and they're like, there's no way. And I'm like, listen, you're looking at 2002 track star, right? This is what this physique is. But no, it was fun. I got to come out. I got to do the beginning, and I met a lot of people. I met people from the Florida Lottery and Nike, and I met a lot of people. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Real question, Wicks. Well, you said they were disrespecting you, these kids. Did you be like, all right, you want to disrespect? Let's go right now. Like 20 yards right here. Let me warm up my hammies.
No, I told him I had to get a time machine because I didn't want no problems. Now, if I run it, I don't remember the last time I ran full speed, because if I get out there trying to run full speed, I'm gonna pull everything. And Mike them have to roll me into the show. That's what I kept thinking. Like, don't do this, because my ego is like, show these kids what's up. But I was like, Mike them need me this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and chill this time.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because we're just at different levels, man. You're out there python hunting, you're chasing down gators. I spent 2 hours today Googling plantar fasciitis treatments. Like I've never had plantar fasciitis. I just thought my heel really hurt every day. I didn't know what was going on, so I had to go down that Google plantar fasciitis and like stretches and everything else. And yeah, man, I'm old, dude. I'm old.
Me too.
I'm there now.
Me too.
Yeah. I posted a video today. I saw this water fountain, like this decorative fountain, and it just had like it was one of those that was shooting up like 20 streams of water. And then there was just all these great streams, and then there was just one that was just like spurting over the side. And I'm like, I just looked at it, I'm like, that was me in my 20s, and that is me today. Just getting that, doing its best, not giving up, trying to hang with the 20-year-olds. But guess what? You just can't.
Knowing it's gonna have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's some kind of acceptance, man.
Well, they got it.
Well, I'm glad they had a great time. Now, let me ask you this, man, because I know a lot of people recognize you, but when you walked up on that stage, was there anyone that was like, how come the guy from Milli Vanilli is here at our awards ceremony? Like, did they know who you were? They made a big deal?
Yeah, I was shocked because, when I just show up at places, I never expect people to know who I am. But when I came out, a lot of people knew who I was. And then after the show, they was like, so I didn't do the flip phone thing, right? Because I'm like, a lot of these people aren't going to know who I am. So I'm just going to try to win them over. with this charm. You know, that's what I tried to do. That didn't work. No, but they knew who I was, and it was amazing. I took a lot of pictures after. I even made a couple "What's Going On Out Here" videos for people for the winners. But it was good, and they said they're going to invite me back next year. But you know, they may have just been being nice to me at the time. You know how when you're there, you're in the moment, you're like, yeah, we're going to invite him back, and then they get back, we're like, we're never inviting him again.
Well, like, I think they will. I mean, you've already got some stuff. I'm not sure we can talk about it, but you already got some stuff in the can that's going to get you a little more exposure than you already have already, right? Yeah. And you're only going to get bigger and better. I mean, you're going to have a film in the Florida Film Festival next year, right?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, you got some stuff going. You're on tour with friends and OMG, it's Wicks.
Yes.
I didn't tell you. We're switching that around now. We're switching that around. I told Ken we couldn't put our names on the tour, but we could give friends top billing. So we're going to be friends and OMG, it's Wicks.
I'm with it.
Rick's going to get upset because we just bought lanyards, but we're going to do it. I just did a step and repeat. Now we got to switch it all around.
It's all right.
But we are working. It's funny. We just started talks with the villages to come back in 2027. And I think we're trying for the, not the Sharon. What's the other one? The Savannah. I think we're trying for the Savannah. It seats about 800. And then we're also in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we're in Ocala, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So right down the road in Ocala. And I think the only seats we have open for those two shows are the ADA seats and companion seats. But I guess the week of, they open up those seats. So hopefully those will go. And then, of course, this week, we're doing the closest show to your hometown, I believe we've done, right?
We're here.
We're going to be in Cape Coral at the Cultural Park Theater, and we have 4 shows, and I believe 2 out of 4 are totally sold out.
Yep.
And then the late shows, I think we only have like 3 or 4 tickets left at each show, and they're all individual seats. So it's going to be a good time. Let's see. Let's get into Florida man stories for the week.
All right.
Oh, now this one, I didn't know this actually happened in Florida. I saw all the videos about it on social media. A Florida woman born without a right hand had her texting and driving ticket dropped this week after body cam footage went viral. A Palm Beach County deputy pulled Katie Thomas over, insisting he saw a phone in her right hand, despite her showing him her bare right arm and swearing, quote, hand to God, unquote, that it was impossible. The deputy still handed her a $116 citation. Thomas laughed it off, using the moment to spread limb difference awareness. The deputy has since requested the ticket be dismissed. Wicks, you saw all this?
I saw it. I saw the video. They're making her cakes and everything that says right hand to God. And she said this is her quote of the cake. This is hands down the best cake I've had. And I'm like, she's not stopping with these hands jokes, and I love them. But no, this was, I feel like at some point your ego has to, you have to just say, hey, I'm wrong. Because if you say, hey, I see you texting with your right hand, and someone holds up, a right arm, at that point, you got to be like, my bad. Like, my bad. I'm tripping. My bad. Or come up with a different story. Because
this is the double down world. This is the double down. It's like, I'm
gonna take devil's advocate on this. I think she did have it. I think she had it at the end of her right arm. I don't think it was in her hand that wasn't there, but I think some of the disabled people I've met over the years are some of the most capable people I've ever met, because they've learned to adapt and adjust. I swear, if you check her center console, she has like a go-go gadget, some kind of hook attachment that she was holding that phone. I think there were suction cups involved. I think there was stuff going on. I think for sure she has found a way to hold a phone right there. And now she's playing the I didn't have a hand.
So
I
think
the technicality is he said she had it in her right hand, and not attached to her right arm.
So you saying she got a hand holster next to the seat that she just stick it in and just pop it out. You know what's crazy? I have one of my cousins has the exact same thing. His arm is like that, and he's very capable. He went to college, D1 college, to play on the offensive line, I think right tackle, with 1.5 arms. Like, he went to college. He was, he didn't go to the NFL because, the NFL is next level, but he actually went to a D1 college and played college football with the same exact thing. So They are very capable.
Whenever I see athletes who are either in wheelchairs playing basketball or they lost both legs and they got those attachments that make they're like bouncy, like limbs or whatever. Yeah. And whenever people are like, oh, they're such an inspiration, I'm like, they are. But at the same time, they're a big insult to guys like me who have all my limbs. And I'm sitting on the couch, 45 pounds overweight. And I've been sitting on the couch having to go to the bathroom for the past 15 minutes, but can't work up the energy to go. You know, I'm just like, I'll wait a little bit longer, you know.
I'm going to push it to the limit. I'm going to see how long I can go.
Like, they're very impressive and they're very inspirational. It just reminds me of all my shortcomings. Like, I should have no excuse. I should be able to run a marathon. But back to this lady. I've seen phone cases that have the backing where you can put it up against the wall and it just sticks to the wall. You know, it's got like that lizard grip traction. You're telling me.
Where are you going?
This woman doesn't have a phone case that just like sticks right to the, and you can just
you have to make the sound effect and everything.
I'm just saying there's more to the story.
No, I'm pretty sure I think she had it. I mean, she couldn't have been texting, but I think she might have had it in her hand. And he just was like, I seen it in your right hand. And it's like, I mean, she might have had it, right?
Yeah.
But at some point, you just got to admit, like when she held up that, you just got to be like, all right, you got me this time. Well played. Well played.
Yeah.
And you just walk away. That's it.
I think that's the technicality. I think he did see a phone. I think it was in her hand. I think maybe he viewed it as her right hand, but it was her left hand. And you can't tell me, okay, you might be able to pass. No, there's no way she had a phone on the end of her arm, but you know she can steer with that, right? Like 100%. You can. I steer with my knees in both hands. No, I don't, but yes, I do. I think once he said your right hand, she said, "Oh, I'm taking this all the way."
Yeah,
and I think that was the funny part too. For some reason, the cop, and this is where I'm not saying the cop's in the right all the way.
All the way.
There was a part where he said, "Do you swear you didn't have it?" And she held up her right arm without the hand on it, and that's when she was like, hand to God. And for some reason he said, use your other hand. And like any of this is admissible in court. Like, I've never been pulled over for speeding. The cop's like, you swear you weren't speeding? I'm like, I promise. He's like, put up your right hand. Okay, I believe you. Go ahead.
I believe you. You can go.
I'm just saying, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. Let's see. Here's another one for you. A Florida man is suing an airboat attraction for $50,000 after a, quote, free alligator encounter, unquote, took a sharp turn. Ido Kasanov claims he was bitten in the face by a gator during a photo op in the town of Christmas, Florida, accusing the company of negligence. The attraction fired back, saying Kasanov ignored strict rules to keep the reptile at chest level, choosing instead to lean in close for a picture. The company claims the startled gator whipped its head, causing minor scratches. Now, Wicks, you go out on these gator boats all the time, these photo ops with alligators. Do they give you directions, or have you seen them give tourists directions on what to do and what not to do when going in for these photo ops?
Yeah, they tell every single person. Everywhere I've been to Gatorland, I've been to the Shell Factory when it was here in Cape North Fort Myers, Cape Coral.
I remember the Shell Factory?
Yeah, it just tore it down. I think last year.
Yeah.
But everywhere that you go, that they have these alligator to where you can handle them. They tell you the same thing. They'll tell you to hold, like how to hold it, where to hold it. Don't put it close to your face. Hold it, strong. Keep it chest level so that, if it does move, you still have control of it. They tell you all of these things. Mm-hmm. What I think happened, which is what happens a lot of the time, is a lot of people are looking for the picture or the online content. They want to look braver than what they are. So they'll get in one of these attractions and now they want to kiss the gator and they want to do all of that. And they want to put their face close to the gator to show that they're not scared. And then things like this happen. Now you want to sue.
Right.
And that's the problem. Because if you take that risk at that point, the risk is on you. Because they've told you what to do and how to do it, and you ignored it and decided to do what you wanted to do. And don't mess it up for everybody.
Sign like do they not sign waivers like in Gatorland or something like that? Like when you go pay the ticket, like right kind of deal.
Most of the time,
can he sue? Like, right?
I'd
like to see the damage. I didn't see the damage on this. From the story I read, they said it caused minor scratches, and minor scratches is going to be different from a gator taking a bite out of your face.
It's just like a tiny.
It's most likely it was a small gator. They don't let you hold the big ones. It's a small gator normally. The babies. And they can't really do a lot of damage to you. I mean, they can cause some scratches, but they're not going to take a limb off, when they're that little. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it was something that, like they said, he most likely moved it close to his face. Probably the way he was holding it. Because if you don't hold them right, they will start to get a little, nervous, and they will start squirming. So that's why they tell you how to hold them so that the gator feels comfortable, so that it doesn't. And then they do this all, if they do this all the time, they're used to a lot of people handling the gators. So, and I'm sure the gators are used to people handling them. So maybe it just didn't like him, maybe.
I don't know, but if a woman can get, $1 million for spilling hot coffee on her lap, I figure this guy can get $50-$60 for getting scratched by an alligator, right? Oh, let's see. Oh, here's something I'd be doing if I didn't have to go do shows in Cape Coral this weekend. Man, I'm so upset I'm going to miss this. If you're a fan of the unexplained, you might want to book a trip to Ocala this weekend. On June 13th, thousands of enthusiasts are heading to the World Equestrian Center for the 6th annual Great Florida Bigfoot Conference.
Okay.
This year's event is shining a major spotlight on the skunk ape, Florida's very own famously foul-smelling version of Sasquatch. Expect interactive exhibits, a town hall discussion, and boots-on-the-ground updates from local researchers who spent the last year tracking the legend. Okay.
Oh, I want to see that research.
Let's get into this. First of all, you know how I know it's not real? Because you're holding it at the World Equestrian Center and not the World Bigfoot Center. All right? Because horses are real. Horses are real. We have proof of them. But also the fact that what's different from this is the 6th year. What's different from 5, 4, 3, and 2 and 1 year? Like, didn't see him again.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that might blow y'all mind. There's a Skunk Ape headquarters in the Everglades. I pass by it all the time. There's a skunk. You can go there. And and tour it. There's a Skunk Ape headquarters. They do events. They do all kinds of stuff. So this is just the yearly conference, I guess, to meet in Ocala. But they hold events all year at the Skunk Ape headquarters down here in the Everglades.
Now, let me ask you this. You basically grew up in the Everglades. Have you ever witnessed any evidence of any type of animal that you could not explain?
I don't think I've seen a skunk ape. Anything that they described as far as being that big, I haven't seen. But if you talk to some people that be out there all the time, they are convinced, and they will tell you that they've seen the skunk ape. Like they are. You know what, Mike? We're gonna go to the Skunk Ape headquarters. That's what we're doing. We're going on a field trip. When we go to Naples. We're going to the Skunk Ape headquarters. We're going to do a little field trip.
The funny thing is, as much as I'm kind of cracking on it
on the podcast,
that is exactly the type of stuff I enjoy. Like I love Roman mythology, Greek mythology. I believe in the Loch Ness monster. I think Bigfoot's really out there somewhere. So as much as I'm playing like devil's advocate on this is the type of stuff that I'm like, yeah. Because believing in something that you can't explain. Like, I believe in aliens. I believe they're out there. I believe somewhere aliens are sitting there telling their kids horror stories about humans. There are humans out there. I've heard of them,
They're horrible.
And they're right. They're right. The only thing, though, is with all the technology over the years and all the bear cameras and everything else, the more cameras we put out, the more technological we get, the more audio recordings and everything, the world gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And you just think about it. It's like, man, we would just have one by now. We would have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially Floridians with guns.
Yeah.
Alcohol out in the Everglades.
They'll have one in the passenger seat. Yeah, they would have one in the passenger
Yoink Man
seat.
should have yoinked one by now. Just boot the Bigfoot on the nose if they're out there. No, you hear that, Yoink Man? Stop looking for that 20-foot anaconda, and you find me a 3-foot Sasquatch. That's what I'm looking for.
They said
I want
like
the skunk one.
They said they're like 8 foot. 8 foot.
8 foot? They can't be born at 8 feet, man.
They say they're big. They're huge.
But they gotta come out looking like Ewoks and then grow rapidly. Like those things you used to put in a glass of water overnight. And they're like,
oh, yeah, they're just, yeah. No, but listen, we're going, Mike. We're going to do this. I know they have the alligator wrestling championship around that time as well. We're going to do some things. We're going to do some very Florida things, Mike. I
like it.
Wicks, I would love to see Mike wrestle an alligator. Come on, man. Mike, do it.
Well, they might not let Mike do that, but I do know a guy that wrestled the alligator blindfold, and they kind of bit him up. It didn't go well for him, and he sent me a message, bandaged up, was like, "Hey, don't listen to him. I'm okay. I'm still alive." And I'm like,
it probably happened while they were trying to blindfold the alligator.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what we've come to find in life. Sometimes you expect people to know something, and then you get angry when they don't. And then you realize later on, nobody has taken the time to teach them. So you can't get mad at someone for not doing something correctly when they've never been shown the way. So that's why we got Wicks here every week to give you a little bit of insight on Floriding.
I got y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna look right at the camera when I say this. So it's been raining a lot in Florida, right? We're hitting rainy season, which means there are gonna be a lot of floods. And I know when we get floods and people move to Florida, they're like, "Oh, alligators." No, something way worse out there, and it's called floating ant piles. What you don't want is to meet a floating ant pile while you're in a flood. You're thinking, "Oh, power lines, all this stuff." No. You meet that floating ant pile, you become the island at that point, because as soon as they touch you, they scatter all over you. It's like hundreds of fire ants that just get you. And I'm promising you, because it's happened to me multiple times, it's the worst thing that could happen to you. It hurts a lot. It is a lot of pain, a lot of rubbing alcohol. There's a lot of soaking involved in this, and there's a lot of pain. So while you're out there in these floods, trying to Florida like the Floridians, make sure that you are watching out for these fire ant islands.
So you're just out there in a flood after a storm, and this thing just floats up on you, and once they hit your skin, they just...
It looks weird because it looks like
just covering your body.
They just, as soon as they touch you, so they're just out there. So what they do when they get in the flood is they band together, which creates the little island, and some of them kind of stand on top. But you don't really realize what it is because it looks kind of strange. When y'all get off of here, just pull up a picture of it. It looks strange. And you see it floating up to you, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know what that is." And as soon as it touches you, because now they have a place to go, they're all over.
They planted their flag.
Yeah, and it's seconds, and now they're biting you because they're like, it's war. So
that's why I don't think I would make a good ant, because I don't think I'd be a good ant, because it's like, all right, guys, here's the plan. The first 10,000 of you are going to form together. I'm not going to lie. You're all going to die. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to crawl on top of you. And I would raise one of my arms and be like, "Hey, man, how about I get to be on top?" No, why not? What are you, the queen? No. We've already decided. We drew numbers. It's just you're a floater, Mike. You're a dead floater. I'm just like, all right, man.
Situation.
Look, you guys do what you're gonna do. I saw half a eaten sandwich over there. I'm gonna go check that out. But good luck with you guys. I'll let you know what goes on with the sandwich. Good luck with your little ant body raft.
Yes. Watch out for the fire ant pile. No, they all live there. They can swim. They all
survive. They can swim. I did not know that.
It's
that
a bad situation.
Scarier. It's like when you hear about flying spiders. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't swim flying spiders. This is ridiculous.
Don't do that.
Well, we have just enough time left for this week's trivia, and I'll be honest. Usually I give you a good lead-in, but Eric, I don't know anything about your trivia choices this week, so why don't you just go ahead and tell us what we're doing?
We have got Are You Smarter Than a Sixth Grader, Florida edition. So these questions, right? And we're going to give you multiple choice. And these questions are designed for sixth graders to answer. And I think, you guys better get them all right, because that's the point, right? If you get
here's
wrong.
The problem. You're asking we're smarter than a sixth grader, but we also went to Florida public schools. And I think we rate 48th. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So let's get this game going.
All right.
I have no answer for that.
Yeah. Let me disappoint my 6th grade teacher right here.
It's been a long time since I've been in 6th grade, so
yeah,
a long time.
Luckily, I went 3 times, so I should be good.
All right, here we go.
What you got?
Question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
In 1845, Florida officially joined the United States.
Mm-hmm.
What number state was Florida? Was it A, the 19th state, B, the 13th state, C, the 27th state, or D, the 50th state?
Okay. I'm gonna go. What is C again?
C is the 27th state. So we got A, the 19th state, B, the 13th state, C, the 27th state, or D, the 50th state.
I'm gonna go C.
I'm gonna go A.
All right, lock it in. Final answers. Wicks, you are correct. It is the 27th state.
What?
In the Union. Florida joined the Union on March 3rd, 1845, as a state where farming was a major way of life, gentlemen. All right. Okay. Question number 2. All right, we got 1-0 Wicks. 1-0. Here we go. Okay. Question number 2. Florida was the 3rd state to secede from the Union. Which Florida city was the only Confederate city east of the Mississippi River to evade Union capture during the Civil War? Is it A, Tallahassee, B, Jacksonville, C, St. Augustine, or D, Pensacola?
D.
Oh. Who'd you go with?
He went with D, Pensacola.
You went with Pensacola? I'm going to go with St. Augustine.
Are you going to go with C, St. Augustine? Lock it in, gentlemen. Yeah. Boop. All right. Unfortunately, neither of you are correct.
It was Jacksonville, right?
No, it is your state capital of Tallahassee, gentlemen. Tallahassee, Florida. Tallahassee remained safely under Confederate control throughout the duration of the war.
Yeah. See, even back then, nobody wanted to go to Tallahassee.
Don't tell Ken that.
They're like, let's go to Tallahassee. Oh, man, I don't know.
Hey, I saw a great concert at Florida State a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Let's go to the third question. Which prominent industrialist and co-founder of Standard Oil played a massive role in developing Florida's eastern coast by extending the Florida East Coast Railway down to Key West?
Mike.
Is it? Okay, well, you got there. So you don't want?
Go ahead. You can do the multiple choice. No, go ahead.
All right, here we go. All right, is it A, Frederick Delius, B, Henry Flagler, C, Williams Jennings Bryan, or D, Hamilton Diston?
B, Flagler.
Same for you, Wicks?
No, I'm not gonna cheat because I had no idea.
What do you mean?
That's not cheating.
Yeah.
That's not cheating. You're good. You're one. You both answered the first question. You got it right. He got it wrong. You can both get this question right.
Yeah.
It'll just be 2-1.
I guess I'm gonna go. The only reason I'm going Flagler is because Flagler County, and the college and everything is on the East Coast. So that was the only name that I recognized. So that was so I'm gonna go with that one.
It's a smart conclusion, and gentlemen, you're both correct. It is Henry Flagler. His railway boom.
For you listeners, once again, you heard how Eric just force-fed that onto Wicks, right? You heard that, right?
I didn't force-fed it. No,
it's
no.
Okay.
The first question,
It's
they can go back and listen. And for the first question, you both answered. One was right, one was wrong.
No, you're like every other ref in the NBA right now. You got your favorites and you play it. I got it. It's fine.
It's okay.
Flagler. Didn't even need the multiple choices on that one. Boom.
San Antonio Spurs.
Get on to the next question.
San Antonio Spurs. All right, next question. Here we go.
Trivia boy.
All right, here we go. Question number 4. Who was the first European explorer to set foot in Florida, claiming it for Spain in 1513? Is it A, Hernando de Soto? Is it B, Panifolo de Narvaez? Is it C, Amerigo Vespucci? Or is it D, Juan Ponce de Leon?
D.
I'm going to go A, de Soto.
Okay, lock it in. That would be correct from Mr. It is Ponce de Leon.
Oh, well done, sir. Well done.
Didn't he get taken out by that tree?
He got taken out by a tree?
I think the mansion.
I don't know, but I think
talking about the little apple of death.
I didn't know that. That's so funny to me, though.
So.
He's like, I discovered the fountain of youth, and then boom, tree, dead.
I was going to say, other than his fountain of youth, exactly. All right, so
I think that's what it was. I'm gonna fact check it, but I think
we got 3-1, 3-1 Wicks here. But I Myke, you're coming back. I think you got this.
The odds are against me, and I'm still confident. Let's do this.
All right. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Which brave Native American tribe fought several wars against the United States government to keep their land in Florida? Is it A, the Cherokee? Is it B, Seminole? Is it C,
B.
Navajo? Or D, the Osceola?
Yeah, I'm going with B on that one.
B. Definitely B.
All right. B, which is Seminole, and gentlemen, you are correct. It is Seminole, led by the brave chiefs like Osceola, who was apparently a brave chief. The Seminole people hid deep in the swamps and Everglades to defend their homes. All right. Question number 6. The Spanish built a massive fort in St. Augustine out of a unique material made of broken seashells. What is this rock called? Is it A, granite, B, coquina, C, limestone, or D, marble, gentlemen?
B, coquina.
Coquina.
I'm gonna go A. I know it's not right, but it just felt right in my spirit.
No, dude, granite. Understand what granite was used in Michelangelo's time, all that kind of stuff like that. Why wouldn't it make sense? But Mike Hurley, he is correct. It is coquina. Coquina is a soft stone made of seashell fragments. Cannonballs fired at the fort would actually get stuck in the walls like a sponge instead of shattering them.
Interesting.
There you go. All right. Next question. Before Florida became famous for theme parks, it was known for its cracker cowboys.
Yeah.
What did these cracker cowboys do? A, they made crackers in large baking factories.
Like Southern Keebler. Yeah.
B, they trained alligators to perform tricks. C, they performed horse tricks for traveling circus shows. Or D, they raised and herd cattle across the state.
I'm gonna go D, but A is hilarious.
Yeah, it was Florida cracker. Trust me, after being called it enough times, I had to look it up. So yeah, it was herding cattle. It was herding cattle.
That's correct, gentlemen. It is herding cattle. They got the name cracker from the loud crack sound made by their long whips used to herd the cattle. That's correct.
No, all I can see is like a Southern Keebler elf just inside.
You know, that's why you should do that.
Come to my tree and get one of these cookies there, Merrill.
You should do that sketch where you're just like you're a Florida cracker and you live up in a palm tree, but you make crackers. Excuse me, I'm here for the toll house. You got the wrong tree. It's Florida cracker tree here. You want some crackers? No. Want some meth? No. Want some meth with crackers?
Maybe.
Oh. All right. Couple more questions here. Couple more questions to end it out, gentlemen. Here we go.
Okay, so it's 5-4. 5-4.
My stomach hurts. All right, I'm ready.
All right. During the Civil War, Union and Confederate soldiers fought a battle near Lake City, Florida. It was the largest Civil War battle in the state. What was it called? A, the Battle of Olustee. B, the Battle of Pawtucket. C, the Battle of Tamarack. Or D, the Battle of Ocoee.
I'm going to go with the Battle of Tamarack.
I would see, but that sounds like something off of Thor. Like Thor, you know, when he was. I'm gonna have to. What's A again?
Tamarack is an actual city in
I know it is.
Florida.
I know it is. I know.
Right.
I'm gonna go A.
The Battle of Olustee. Okay,
that's the one.
That would be correct, Wicks. It is. Fought in 1864, the Confederate Army won this battle, which kept the Union Army from taking over the center of the state.
I just want to say that was 100% luck. I went in doubt, I go with A every single time. That's how I passed all my tests in school.
That's how you hey.
Like, you're so smart. Like sure.
and then the Scantron came back 90% correct. That's what the professor loaded in as anyway.
That's how the teacher also does it, so he can just drink while he grades. He's like, "Yep, all A's. Everyone's A. If I see a B, that's a wrong answer."
Oh man, that's hilarious.
All right, guys. Two more. All right, here we go. But it's 6-4.
6-4.
All
right, Mike. He's got to get these last two.
Best I can do.
Florida is famous for oranges, but it also leads the country in growing a tall grass that is crushed to make a sweet ingredient used in baking. What crop is it?
I already know what it is.
Is it A, corn, B, wheat, C, sugarcane, or D, mangoes?
C.
All right, you both. D was mango. I said mangoes.
Yeah, mangoes. Yeah, no, definitely sugarcane.
Sugarcane. I got some in my backyard, by the way.
Oh, do you got sugarcane?
Oh yeah, I'm growing it. I'm a gardener.
First time I went to Miami, and they actually had like on the street some guy with sugarcane where they squeeze it and make the. That will wake you up.
Bahama Breeze bartending days, my friend. We used to have a squeezer every morning. I'd have to squeeze sugarcane juice for the mojitos at that place. And gentlemen, the confidence has led you correctly. It is sugarcane. Sugarcane grows incredibly well in the warm, wet soil just south of Lake Okeechobee.
Nice.
If you go to Clewiston, they have the sugarcane factories out there. They call it Big Sugar. They're out there. It's like fields and acres of just sugar cane when you go to Clewiston. So,
so that puts us at 7-5, and we're down on the final question, right?
Final question. Should we make it one and done? Should we make it like winner take all on this last one, Mike? You want that?
No, I think that sets a harmful precedent. I don't mind losing by a few. Otherwise, what's the point in all this? But on the last question, we're just going to be like, all right, this is the only one that counts for everything. No,
that's how confident I am, Mike. I'm willing to up the stakes. Let's do it. One and done.
That's the same. Hey, there you go, Mike. Maybe a little friendly wager.
Well, now I just feel like now I feel challenged. Okay,
I'll go through.
All right.
I'll go through.
No, here's the last. He's feeling. I appreciate you. Some people call it confidence. I call it cockiness. I'm going to take this opportunity to take the man down a notch. I already changed the tour name to Friends and OMG It's Wicks, but now I'm also going to take his Florida title with this one question.
Let's do it.
All right.
It's on.
Here we go.
It's on.
All right, gentlemen. In the early 1900s, Florida's government. Damn. Okay. All right, go ahead, Mike. Answer the question.
No, I'm going to give him a chance.
All right. In the early 1900s, Florida's government built massive canals to drain the water out of the Everglades.
Okay.
Why did they want to get rid of the swamp water? Was it A, to control a deadly mosquito outbreak? B, to find buried Spanish pirate gold? C, to create dry land for farming? Or D, to stop the alligators from swimming north, man?
All right.
I'm going to go
C.
I'm going to go, two very
nice.
Okay.
So A is because of a mosquito outbreak.
So they didn't work.
Trying to get rid of some standing water. And
that didn't work.
C would be to create farmland, which now that I'm saying it out loud sounds very much more logical. But I'm gonna stick with the A and pray for encephalitis is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, Mike, unfortunately, Wicks is correct. It is to create dry land for farming.
Oh well.
You had the shot.
Yeah,
it's okay. There was no risk for me. It was either lose or lose. So I'm okay.
It was so. The only reason I noticed is because I live near the Everglades and they didn't work. If they did it for the mosquitoes, they still here. We have planes fly over all the time. They got people ride by, put in like stuff in the sitting water, and nothing works. They're still here.
But
well,
the
congratulations, Wicks. You are the winner of this week's trivia. You trounced me thoroughly, a whopping 8-5, and I'll have to take that loss home with me tonight. We've run out of time. We do have a lot of stuff coming up, though. This weekend, we're going to be at the Cultural Park Theater in Cape Coral, Florida. We have 4 shows. The very next week, we're at Side Splitters, Wesley Chapel. Most of those shows are already sold out. A few tickets remaining there. 27th of this month, we're at the Ocala Civic Theater for 2 shows on the 27th. Then we're heading over to Key West, Comedy Key West. 4 shows, 2 shows already sold out. The other shows, low ticket warnings. August 15th, this was just announced this past week. We are at the Pensacola Sanger Theater, a gorgeous theater, Pensacola, Florida. You guys have been asking for it. We made it happen. We want to see you out there August 15th. Tickets on sale now. The very following week, Polk Theater out there in Polk County. That's going to be crazy. It's already 1,400 seats. 1,300 tickets are sold. Following that, the weekend of 9/11 and 9/12, we were back at Bassani's in Port Charlotte. We just had 6 sold-out shows there. We're going back for another 4 sold-out shows. September 19th, we're at the Levy Performing Arts Center. October 2nd through the 4th, we are in Melbourne. October 9th and 10th, we're in Cocoa Beach. And then November, we're at Off the Hook Comedy in Naples, Florida. And December 19th, we are at Mount Dora Music Hall. If you want tickets to any of those shows, I beg you, I plead, go to omgitswicks.com. That is the only trusted site to take you to the proper links for tickets. Don't get scammed by all those online resales and stuff like that. Please check us out there. On behalf of myself, Mike Curley, my good friend Erick Rivera, and the one, the only, Mr. OMG It's Wicks, thank you so much for listening and supporting us, and we'll talk to you next week.